A lawsuit launched in 2018 by an Inuvialuit male in the Northwest Territories will proceed as a class action. On Thursday, the Supreme Court of Canada dismissed arguments by the federal government to have this case against the RCMP dropped. As usual, the Supreme Court gave no reason for dismissal. The action alleges that RCMP uses excessive force against Indigenous people in Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut.
You know, it was a cops investigating cops, and it took 1 year, so I was glad that my husband knew a lawyer. And so we called him, Alan Regal, and he said to call, you know, after all this is done, after the investigation, if you're not pleased with it, then to give him a call. And there was nothing, you know, all they told me was, I just told them, you know, all I want is justice.
Diane Nazagalowik is the mother of the lead plaintiff. Her son, Joe David, alleges he was assaulted, tasered, choked, and subjected to racial slurs while being arrested by two Tuktoyaktuk RCMP constables in 2015. The lawyer in the class action, Stephen Cooper, is pleased the federal government will now hear the claims against RCMP collectively.
Systemic discrimination really boils down to an entire system that permits discrimination of individual officers in individual circumstances, but also reflects the system itself. So that, you know, we have no less than the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, no less than the Commissioner of the RCMP, as well as divisional commanders, acknowledging that there is a problem with the force.
For the Nazagalowik family, they hope their class action will end systemic racism in Canadian policing and lead to institutional and cultural changes in police forces across the country.
I always been scared of cops because of seeing what's going on, and you know, I feared for my family. Like, you know, if I ever did have a family, I was like, I don't want that to happen to my kids. And you know, it just so happened that it happened to my son, but maybe it was for a good thing, I don't know, to change the law for our future, for my grandkids and, you know, everyone else in the north and wherever it may be, you know, because it's been going on for generations and generations.
There are roughly 1,000 names on the class action. It will now be decided in federal court once a date is set. Charlotte Moore-Jacobs, APTN National News, Yellowknife.